Hello again, and welcome to another of my little videos. Pretty much this week I want to talk about the political atmosphere that is now currently going on in this country. For those of you that don't know, or if you've been underneath a rock, we have a presidential election coming up this fall. And I'm just going to get this out. I think this is going to be the biggest circus of pretty much my entire life. And I've seen presidents anywhere from Ronald Reagan, George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, and now President Snow, aka Barack Obama. And now the next president will either be President Coy, aka Hillary Clinton, or Donald J. Trump. Now, I'm not conservative, nor am I liberal. I'm an independent, kind of free-minded, and really, because really, whether the Dems or the Republicans, none of their beliefs match with mine. And I have a very precise set of beliefs that I'm very hardcore about. Some of which includes I am pro-Second Amendment, which is the right to bear arms. I highly believe in that. I am pro-choice. And I am a friend of the LGBTQ community, because I have a lot of friends who are gays or lesbians, and I really think that they should have the same rights as everybody else. Who cares what their orientation is? Pretty much, I believe that you live your life to be happy and do what makes you happy. So, whether it be same-sex or opposite-sex marriage, hey, just do what makes you happy. Now, I'm sure you probably say, well, how come you're not some political correspondent? You have no idea what you talk about. Well, I like to keep things real. So, this is me being real. Now, first of all, sorry, my phone is weird. First of all, I would start to say that, yes, I do have a background in political science. I have a minor in it. So I pretty much have learned and studied and took college courses. And honestly, some of these so-called correspondents out there, I could probably talk about them a lot better and not just go on and on. So, anyways, back to the political nature. So this week it was the RNC convention in Cleveland, or as I like to call it, the Mistake by the Lake. I know my Cleveland friend will probably kill me for that, but hey, Michigan, Ohio, we have the rivalry, and we like to make fun of each other as much as possible. But anyways, I digress. So I pretty much watched it almost every single night. And if you follow me on Twitter, pretty much I made fun of every possible thing. But it may sound like I'm coming off as pro-Trump. That is not the case. Because, as I said, I am an independent thinker, independent viewpoint. I have no party affiliation. I'm uncommitted, which is going to make my vote really hard come November. And honestly, I don't think my vote matters, because it's just up to the electoral college anyways. So really, why do we as a people vote? Because if my vote didn't matter, then yeah, I would have a lot more to say. So yeah, Trump is a nominee for the Republicans, and Coy is the nominee for the Dems, which I would talk about their convention later after I watch it, because there was this next week in Philadelphia, of all places. I swear, our founding fathers are probably rolling around in their grave if they saw just how much of a sideshow our political structure has become in the last 8-10 years. Trust me. So yeah, so back to Trump. It was laughable. I mean, I made fun of them. And while yes, they did have some good points, which I'm not here to argue about who's right, who's wrong. It's just as in between Generation Y and millennial. Yes, I am not a millennial. Do not call me a millennial, or the people of my generation that were born in the mid to late 80s and grew up in the 90s. Just, we have no name. We're the no-name generation. That's one thing that really hurt me when Ivanka Trump called herself a millennial, and she's 4 years older than me. She's 4 years older than me. And she calls herself millennial. I'm like, you were born in 81. I was born in 85. Anyways, yeah. So do not call people who were born 85 to 1990 millennials. We do not like to be classified in that for many reasons. And that's a whole nother spiel. But yeah, as I said, I watched the convention. Some good points were made. I love the fact that the people started chanting "lock her up" when they referred to Coy, which, by the way, is my nickname for Clinton. So I'll be referencing that a lot. As well as I like when they pretty much booed Ted Cruz off the stage. That was hilarious. And pretty much, out of all the candidates, I'm glad that Trump came out on top, because really he's the best one of the group, even though they all pretty much suck. But I'm especially glad that Cruz and Rubio did not win the nomination, because honestly, they're both douchebags. And I have a personal dislike of them. That's with Cruz. He wants to sell all of the public lands, including my beloved national parks and historic sites. And even though I don't work for them anymore, well, yet I still want to get back in, but who knows? Because as I said, our government is a piece of work right now. So, but still, I love our national parks. They are in shambles, they need help, and it's the 100th anniversary of the creation of them, which unfortunately they've become a really bad rap. But anyways, as I said, I don't like him because he made the statement that he wants to sell all public lands, national parks, national forests, BLM, which stands for Bureau of Land Management, not Black Lives Matter, and fish and game, fish and wildlife, state parks, you name it. And I dislike Rubio because the South Carolina governor endorsed him when he was running, and I hate the South Carolina governor because she took down the Confederate Stars and Bars flag over that whole controversy, which, if you know me, that's another whole topic that annoys me to death. And I'm very vocal about that as well. But yeah, so that's my take on the RNC. and the convention. And maybe I would do one for the DNC convention when I watch that. But that's gonna be interesting as well, because as I said, Coy will be speaking. The ex-governor of my state of Michigan, Jennifer Granholm, she's speaking, which that would be that would be fun, because she pretty much ran the entire state in the ground when she was governor. So yeah. So yeah, with that, I'm about to run out of time, so signing off.